The Weiler Abrasive Spot Safety video series promotes the safe and proper use of abrasives and wire brushes. Abrasives and wire brushes are highly effective surface conditioning products for cleaning, deburring, grinding, cutting, and finishing in industrial operations. Like any product used on the shop floor, they require careful consideration for the job at hand. Always follow the manufacturer's recommendations and local safety requirements when using abrasives and wire brushes. Used improperly, they can be dangerous to the operator and coworkers and damage equipment. The Weiler Abrasive Spot video series is broken into episodes so that you can consume the information specific to your work. This episode will focus on the work environment, personal protective equipment, also known as PPE, and the inspection and care of abrasives and wire brushes. We will also introduce the concept of SPOT, which stands for speed and size, pressure, orientation, and time. Be sure to view this introduction before the other modules in this series. Subsequent episodes will dive into the safe and proper use of various products, including wire brushes, coated abrasives, cutting wheels, grinding wheels, cups, cones, and plugs. The information provided will ensure that these products are used safely and efficiently. Work environment. It is important to make sure that the work environment is safe. This begins with a clean, dry floor to prevent accidents. The area should be free of debris, fumes, and flammable materials. It should also be well lit, as dark areas encourage accidents. Be sure ventilation systems are available and operating correctly. In many surface conditioning applications, harmful dust is expelled and proper ventilation is essential for safe working conditions. Careful consideration must be given to the path of sparks and debris when operating abrasives and brushes. Be sure that the area is clear of flammable materials and other objects that may be damaged. Always make sure the workpiece is securely clamped and supported. Never hold the workpiece in your hand. The workpiece should remain stationary in a fixed position. Personal protective equipment. Personal protective equipment, also known as PPE, keeps the operator safe while working. It must always be worn to minimize the possibility of injury. This includes a face shield, safety glasses, hearing and respiratory protection. Protective clothing must also be worn, including gloves, steel-toe safety shoes, full arm coverage, an apron, and in certain instances, a hard hat. Avoid wearing loose-fitting clothing that can create hazards near hot workpieces or spinning power tools. Safety gear should not be limited to operators. Anyone within close proximity of the work area should also wear proper PPE. Inspection and care. Always read the safety information provided with abrasives and wire brushes and comply with your company's safety requirements. Abrasives and wire brushes should always be stored in a clean and dry location when not in use. Prior to use, inspect the product for any signs of defect or damage. This includes products already mounted on a power tool, as they may have been dropped or compromised before your arrival. Damage to look out for may consist of permanent distortions, missing pieces, cracks, chips, rust, or indentations. Using a damaged product may lead to injury or product failure. If it looks defective in any way, discard it. Always err on the side of caution and never use a damaged product. Before installing or changing any product, always unplug the power tool. Disconnect the air hose or remove the battery. Once the product is installed, make sure that the power button is off before reconnecting the power tool. This prevents it from accidentally turning on, which could result in injury or damage to work material. Always check the RPM ratings of the power tool before selecting an abrasive or wire brush. There is a wide variation of RPM ratings among power tools, so be sure that the max RPM rating of the product is equal to or higher than the RPM rating of the power tool. Be especially cautious with pneumatic power tools, as they often run at a higher RPM than electric grinders. Also confirm that the product was designed for use with that power tool. Always use the proper attachments and safety guards provided with the power tool. Ensure the guards are in place and the products fit with no interference. Always use the provided handle with right angle grinders for better control of the power tool in case of unexpected kickback. Abrasives and wire brushes that do not mount properly on the power tool will run out of balance and vibrate excessively, causing the operator to lose control. Once mounted, point the power tool in a safe direction and jog it to ensure no interference or vibration. It is safe to begin work after confirming the product and power tool are running properly. When using abrasives and wire brushes, always keep spot in mind for safe and proper operation, speed and size, pressure, orientation, and time. Let's look at each element in more detail. S. Speed and size. Choose the appropriate product to meet or exceed the operating RPM of the power tool. Be sure both the diameter and configuration of the product are suitable for the power tool in use. P. Pressure. Apply the appropriate force or pressure while using the brush or abrasive. O. Orientation. Position the brush or abrasive at the correct angle to the work surface. T. Time. Control the duration of use and be mindful of product wear to ensure safe operation. Follow the general safety guidelines for work environment, PPE, and the inspection and care of abrasives and wire brushes. Using the appropriate speed and size, pressure, orientation, and time will help you create a safer work environment. Think Spot.